Welcome to LFC Transfer Hub. Hugo Ekitike outlines clear Champions League ambition as Liverpool focus shifts. Hugo Ekitike has claimed that his summer move to Liverpool has changed his dream of one day winning the Champions League into a realistic goal. The Frenchman has experience playing in the competition from his time with Paris Saint-Germain, but had not started a Champions League match before joining the Reds in the summer. This season, Ekitike has featured in all 6 European matches for Liverpool and scored in the victory against his former side Eintracht Frankfurt in October. Despite the Reds, in different form this season, the 23-year-old feels the 6-time champions of Europe can still win the biggest prize available in club soccer. "I love the Champions League," Ekitike told Sky Sports in a recent interview. "I love the Premier League as well, but the Champions League is like the appointment of big people and I love it. As a kid, I would love to play that competition, and now, being here, I just want to do more and just play good in this competition. When I hear that song, it's just the best feeling ever, but we have so many things going forward, so many games and so many competitions. That's on us and we have the quality to do something." Pushed on whether it would be top of his dreams to win the Champions League, Ekitike replied, "I think when you play in this sort of club, it's not a dream, it's a goal. I speak for myself, but personally, I am doing everything inside and outside of the pitch to be on the level people expect me to be in. I'm so excited to see what is coming forward and just go through each competition, and I hope we are going to do something. We have the quality." Another new opportunity for Ekitike in 2026 is to win the World Cup with France. The French international played in France's last 6 qualification matches and is in with a great chance of being part of Didier Deschamps' squad this summer. "I played a bit during the qualification. Obviously, I would not hide and say it is not a dream," said Liverpool's No. 22. "It is a dream to play at the World Cup for your country. It's so big and that's where people remember you forever. You are remembered if you do great things. Obviously, it comes by being good in the club first. Hopefully, I can be there and help the team and we can achieve something." Hugo Ekitike reveals truth about Florian Wirtz's relationship as Liverpool reaps rewards. Hugo Ekitike has said he and Florian Wirtz speak the same language of football as the pair's on-field relationship continues to blossom. The duo have provided the majority of Liverpool's attacking thrust in recent weeks. Ekitike has registered 8 goal contributions in the last 6 matches, while Wirtz, who failed to score in his first 22 matches for the Reds, has now netted 3 in 5 games. The Liverpool stars combined devastatingly on Monday as the Premier League champions eliminated Barnsley from the FA Cup. Both came off the bench with 30 minutes remaining and set each other up to score late goals in the third-round victory. That on-field connection has developed throughout the season, although the Reds' first goal of the campaign came as Wirtz teed up Ekitike at Wembley in the Community Shield. But particularly in recent weeks, with Alexander Isak and Mohamed Salah unavailable, the pair's partnership has noticeably deepened. Having arrived together from the Bundesliga last summer, Ekitike was well aware of the talent that Wirtz possessed, and he is delighted to share a pitch with the former Bayer Leverkusen man. "Obviously, Flo, I was watching, when I was talking about a beautiful player, to watch like it's one of them," the forward told Sky Sports. "I played against him in Germany, but he is someone I was watching his game because I just love the way he played. It was like someone who smells football. It is a really good footballer and obviously, I think we speak the same language of football. We just needed time to play with each other to become even stronger. The same language, it's really nice to share the pitch with that kind of player. Obviously, if we talk about the last game we came on and we had a goal and assist for each other," he added. "But you know how football is, if the next 2 games they don't give me assist, then I don't give him assist, people will start talking." Asked whether he feels the team is beginning to play more cohesively after the plethora of summer signings, Ekitike replied, "I think in general, yeah, we're doing better because we know each other more. I think it's someone I like to play with, and I hope like we are going to keep doing what we're doing and just score a lot of goals and assist for the club." Another news. Liverpool team versus Burnley confirmed as Hugo Ekitike and Dominic Szoboszlai decisions made. Hugo Ekitike starts for Liverpool for the first time since January 1 as Arne Slot's side takes on Burnley in the Premier League, looking to consolidate its position inside the top 4. Alisson Becker is in goal with the Brazilian having a back 4 in front of him that contains Jeremy Frimpong, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk and Milos Kerkez. Connor Bradley is set to be out for the remainder of the season with the injury he sustained at Arsenal. In midfield, Liverpool has Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones. Dominic Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz and Cody Gakpo are behind Ekitike, with Alexis Mac Allister, Federico Chiesa and Rio Ngumoha the options to come off the bench. Today's game comes on the back of a run of form that has allowed us to stabilise after a difficult period, but at the same time, we are very much aware that there are levels that we still need to reach, Slot writes in the official matchday programme. This was again clear in our most recent game at home to Barnsley. The result was good, and we scored 4 excellent goals. We were very happy to reach the next round of the FA Cup, but we cannot and will not ignore those areas of our performance that we need to improve. Key to this is finding ways to ensure that the amount of possession we have is matched by the number of chances we are able to create. That is one of the main challenges that English football brings right now, and it is one which we encountered against today's opponents in the opening weeks of this season. In many ways, that game was a sign of things to come. Burnley were very effective in terms of denying us space and opportunities, so we found it difficult to break them down, having to wait until deep into stoppage time for the winning goal to arrive from a penalty. Becoming better at dealing with this kind of challenge is crucial because it is not going anywhere anytime soon. So we need to be completely ready, not just today but in all of our games, because this is the only way to build on the progress that we have made. Momentum is a big thing in football, and it is important that we continue to build on our recent results when we take on Burnley on Saturday afternoon, Van Dijk adds in his captain's column. To be 11 games unbeaten in all competitions, especially given where we were at a couple of months ago, we have to take as a positive, and there have definitely been signs that we are moving in the right direction in terms of our performance levels. But nobody here is under any illusions. Even during this run, we have seen the areas we need to improve going forward. We have conceded late goals, we have allowed teams back into games when we should have taken control, and we have not always managed to maintain our levels for 90+ minutes. Another news. Liverpool predicted lineup versus Burnley as Arne Slot faces Cody Gakpo dilemma. Liverpool is likely to revert to a similar lineup to the one that started against Arsenal when it takes on Burnley on Saturday. Arne Slot, understandably, opted to rotate his squad for Monday's FA Cup win over Barnsley, although the likes of Virgil van Dijk and Dominic Szoboszlai did complete 90 minutes. The return of Premier League action will likely mean a more familiar lineup this weekend. Not that Slot has a huge amount to choose from. Discounting those first-team members, who he clearly is reluctant to hand a starting berth to Wataru Endo, Federico Chiesa and Rio Ngumoha, to name but a few, Slot is working with a relatively small group. One change that is certainly anticipated at Anfield is the return of Alisson. The goalkeeper had the night off for the FA Cup, but will resume his usual role between the sticks against Burnley. The goalkeeper has kept 2 clean sheets in his last 3 matches, and the Reds are looking more resolute and structured than just a few weeks ago. Van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate will likely continue at centre-back, with Andy Robertson expected to drop out in place of Milos Kerkez. Right-back looks a little less certain. Jeremy Frimpong is the obvious choice, although he could be deployed in a more advanced role, with Joe Gomez slotting in as part of the back 4. In midfield, the Reds have more options. 2 of Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Alexis Mac Allister will sit in a deeper position, with Dominic Szoboszlai and Florian Wirtz likely to fulfill more offensive positions. That quintet could form the core of Slot's side, although Cody Gakpo is another player the Liverpool head coach could deploy. Given Gakpo played 90 minutes on Monday, is still working his way back to full fitness, and has not enjoyed his best form in recent weeks, a role among the substitutes looks more likely. With Alexander Isak still injured, Hugo Ekitike is the only real option to play in the No. 9 position. The Frenchman has provided 8 goal contributions across his 6 games in all competitions. That includes a goal and an assist in his 30-minute cameo against Barnsley on Monday. Robertson, Endo Chiesa and Ngumoha are expected to be on the bench alongside the likes of Georgi Mamardashvili, Calvin Ramsey and Trey Nyoni.